I think I prefer Facebook because there's a lot more interaction. Tweeting is great for small blippy updates, but Facebook's kind of cool for a lot more direct interaction. Because of the internet now and social media, a band can become an entertainment channel. You can be having reminders all the time about stuff you've done, which is something I always do on Angelspit. I will always have the video vault or the rock vault. We have over 100 songs. We have like 80 videos. So I can be dumping people content every day, just at some point saying, here's a reminder of stuff we've done in the past. I think it's also really important to have small segments about here's a weekly update of what we're up to doing as well. Because at the end of the day, you're peddling fun and awesome. Like that's what a band does. That's what we do. Yeah, have fun with that. That's what I reckon. Forums are increasingly becoming out of date. I would love to see them come back though. And I think also for blogs, they're also coming out of date. But I don't know, I hope there's going to be a resurgence of blogs. I love printed zines. It's my favorite medium is paper. And something Angelspit are doing increasingly in 2013 is we're sending out zines. We're doing more and more zines and sending out newsletters, physical newsletters in the flyers to our fans because it's awesome fun. We have so much content being generated by our fans. I really want to get them involved. And there are so many amazing artists who really you need to know about. If you like Angelspit, you're going to love these people. Information fragmentation. That sounds weird. It's really hard when you have to do a post and you have to update your website, your app, Facebook, Twitter, Vampire Freaks. I could go on and on. There's about 10 sites that need to be updated. And whenever there's a change in that information, it's a pain in the dick. Big time. I know there's software out there that will do it for us, but I try and do as much stuff by hand as I possibly can. I don't know. It's just I like talking to people and I don't like sending a robot to do my bidding. We also use our newsletter a lot as well, like our email newsletter. The thing you got to remember is that people are being inundated online with people going, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this all the time. You know, your inbox is full of spam, your message banks, whatever social media you're using, is full of crap. Ultimately, the thing to always remember is good content wins all the time because more people are going to be drawn to stuff where you put a lot of time and energy into it. And image is everything. It really is. Like, even if it's a photo of a band going ballistic on stage, that's a provoking image that people are going to like, and that's going to enter into the social stream. So, you know, really, when you break it down, shit hasn't really changed all that much. It's all about people getting talking, and they're just using new ways to get talking now, except mass media is now out of touch. Like, you can't get on mass media anymore because it doesn't exist. But that doesn't matter because we could never get onto mass media anyway when it did exist. Huh? Yes, although it's almost as if people don't really want to read anymore. So if I do a longer post, it's half a page, if even that. People don't want to read. They want to look at pretty pictures. They want fast, fast, fast. They want something they can scroll through. It's funny how music is also like, I think the next thing to happen is that songs are going to start getting shorter and they're going to become 30-second songs. Because I don't know if many people actually watch a full video anymore, which is something really bizarre to think about. A band is becoming an entertainment network, and the music is just another advertisement for that network. It's kind of like a car, and it's really the lifestyle attached to the car that you're really buying into. Same thing with a band. Like, people will go, yes, that's the hair that I want, or that's what I want to look like, so people will look for that. That's mating instinct and that's advertising, and that really hasn't changed in the last 50 years. It's just become more noticeable these days, I think. It's all about the human mating instinct. Humans are such funny little creatures. Yeah, definitely go short. Shorter, punchier. That's what people want. And always be reminding them of the cool shit you've done in the past. As far as actually talking to people, I love, well, Stickam when it was still around, but that sort of thing where you can have question and answer social media things. It's actually really bad Stickam's gone, but I'm sure something else will fill the hole shortly where you could have this public broadcasting kind of thing. and you could talk to people there and then. It was a really powerful tool. Kickstarter and Indiegogo are really interesting because it's really putting the whole thing back in the hands of shareholders. The really cool thing about those things is you can start doing crazy packaging. Like you can have this crazy box with vinyl in it, and if you only sell 100 of them, then you print 120 and you keep the other 20 for your website because you know you're going to sell them. It takes a lot of the guesswork out. Absolutely. I think the concept of a rock star is dated. I think it's insulting now because you got to understand that people have seen into the lives of rock stars so often, and you've seen so many rise and fall, and you see some great rock star and you go, gee, I wonder how long it's going to be before she's in Betty Ford. So the concept of rock star doesn't mean anything. I think the concept of a person who is an artist who is working really hard, who has something that is achievable, obtainable, that's what I am trying to be. People can go, well, Zoog is kind of talented, but because he's so hardworking, he gets all this shit done. I can do that too. And I do these things called blipverts. I stole it from Max Headroom. They're short infotainment things about writing lyrics or whatever. And I tell all my secrets, like programming synths, the best synth tricks I have, I put them in the blipverts because it's always been like, man, I would love to see Mothersbaugh from Devo tell me how the fuck he made that sound, or, you know, how did whoever do that amazing thing they did. But that's a veil of secrecy that they never talk about, you know. So I say artists of the world unite because the time is now. Be honest, be equal, be sincere. Because what people need to understand is that if you meet them with awesomeness, they'll support you all the time. But if you're an arrogant twat and they like your music, they'll probably burn all your CDs. You've got to understand that the person you're talking to in 5 years' time could be the hottest DJ, booker, promoter, or anything like that. I've had that happen on so many occasions where like some kid sneaks into a club age 17 and you go back to that place 3 years later and they're promoting the show, or they're the main DJ, or they're the support band, or the support band you played with 2 years later, you're supporting them. We're all in this together and we all have our moment together. And that's something you cannot forget, is that you are no different to them. You're no different to them at all. For me, I get a lot of new content from random searches. Pandora, for me, musically, is a really big thing. Musically, I'll put in a band I know and then go places. Sometimes I like to put in a really random genre. I like to listen to music that I hate because there will be something in that I can learn. It's part of my music enlightenment thing. YouTube is great as well. Like, I'll just put in a random search and go from there. I always seem to end up on videos about synthesizers because I'm a geek. Yes, you can become a weekend rock star, and I'm all about that. But the concept of being a star or a personality, like maybe a personality is really easy. Maybe a star is kind of different because the higher you go into your dream, the more you risk your reality, the more of your reality you give away, the more of your time you give away, the less time you have for social engagement and relationships. And as your world externally gets larger, internally it gets smaller until it's just you, and then you even lose that. The most important thing is whatever it is you do it to the highest of your ability. The world and the internet is full of mediocrity, and it's full of stuff that's demo material. Make your stuff final, incredible. If you can afford 3 okay videos or 1 amazing video, go the 1 amazing video, because that's what you'll be remembered for. You know, let your fans do the other 2 videos. They want to. Give them the opportunity. And never underestimate the power of your fan base, because those people are your supporters. You're in this with them. It's constantly changing, but at the end of the day, there is hard work and good content. That's all it is. Well-produced art with something sincere and relevant to say. That's what we want. That's what we need. Be honest. I'm Zoog from Angelspit. Thank you for your time. Damage is a god.